Holy, it worked. It's having a little trouble trying to get on here. Is it working, guys? These guys, could you see me here? Is it working now? Cool. I had a problem for some reason. I was doing it the same way I always did, and it just wasn't going on. It kept spinning in a circle and never came on live. Hi, Basher Boy. Hey, Honey Lulu. The body looked awesome. Got a lot of people say to go live, so I decided to go live. Just wanted to show you guys my Wild Willy's here. I got a couple different types with the Wild Willy drivers. And I want to talk about the cameras afterwards. Ford Fan 01, welcome. Flying Z, is that? Thanks for stopping in. Well, anyway, I want to show you guys. I have a couple of these Wild Willy Tamiya type chassis. I have a couple different ones here. This is the last one that was in my video. See old Wild Willy there. These are fun. These are real fun to drive. And this one, I think, got a Sport Tune black Tamiya motor, can motor here. So I have this one here, but I also have, let me get it over here. I also have this body for it. Check that out. I run this one sometimes, but I mostly run the red one here. I also have, this one's cool. You're probably going to like this one. The same chassis. This is the same chassis, but it's the old Volkswagen, the van. You see Wild Willy in there. This one was a pain with all these stickers for the windows. Look at all them windows. You had to mask off all those windows. This one was a pain to paint. But it looks real cool. And I think this one has a 20-turn motor in it. Steve OD's in the house. He says, hit the thumbs up. Beauty. And then I got another one here. Let me see if I can get this one over here. This is another one. Same chassis. The Suzuki body. This one's pretty neat looking. You can see Wild Willy when you hit the car. He bounces around in there. But this one's cool looking. Because this has the light body on it, the Lexan, these two here. These ones handle the turns a lot better than the Jeep body because that's a heavy plastic one with metal altered roll bars. This one I got souped up with some nice oil shocks. This one has the regular Tamiya oil shocks. And I think this one has a Venom ESC 240. And I put a 15 turn arm on this one, so this one really rips. Omar got the Rustler 4x4. That's cool. So I got these three beauties here. They're comical. You can tell by just looking at them. They're fun little RCs. If you like Tamiya kits, get one of these. They're awesome. They're fun to drive. Now, a lot of guys have been asking me about my camera. They're always saying, what gimbal am I using for my camera when I do my videos of my RC cars? And I keep telling them I just use this. It's the Firefly 7S. Let me show you guys. I use this here. It has the image stabilization. And I don't even use, I have a gimbal, but I hardly ever use it. And what I did, for anyone who wants to know again, is I use this selfie stick. You can adjust the level for what you want. And I put one of these waterproof casings on here. Golden Maneuvers in the house. And what I do is I open it up. I stuff the camera in there. Just like this, and you can adjust the angle. So sometimes with the controller, the radio doesn't have a bottom part where you could Velcro this on. I put this piece, it came with it, it Velcros on. If you can see it, it's like a piece they give you attachment with a strap. I put the radio, if it has a bottom to it, I'll put the bottom through it and I'll Velcro it on tight. So that way when I have my radio, I could just follow it like this. And that's what I've been using like 99% of the time because this has good image stabilization. And that's what I've been doing. Sometimes I chase the cars like crazy, but this is a good camera. You want to get one that works really good, that you could just go like this and move around and it'll look kind of like on a gimbal. This Firefly 7S, I think Hawkeye makes it. So that's that. Because a lot of people keep asking me about this. And I showed it once before in the beginning, one of my first live streams. So that's what I do with this camera, and I like that, follow the RC cars. I wish I had a person with me when I was driving. I would use this one here. I used this a couple times, the SL2. And I put my other lens on there. I have a 250 millimeter one, and you could zoom in. It has stabilization, and you could follow the RC car, and it looks really nice. Wayne Kibler's in the house. Hit that thumbs up for me, brother. Well, anyway, I'm going to try something new on the channel. And it's going to be used with this Canon DSLR. And it's going to be something different. And I'll tell you right now, it's a pain in the ass to do. It takes a long time and it's really hard. But I'm going to give it a try. It'll be in one of my future videos. Filthy Co-RC. I wonder what the difference from the old chassis to the new. Oh, go grass. I think it's the same chassis and they just put different parts on it to fit the body on. Well, anyway, I'm going to try something new on the channel, a different type of video. And I'm going to use my DSLR. And I already got some footage and I use this lens here is the stock kit lens. It zooms. It zooms. It goes from 18 to 55 millimeter. This is a 50 millimeter, a 1.8 50 millimeter. And this one here, it has a, you could see how big the lens is. The light goes in it easier, so it works better in like low light conditions. So I hooked this beauty on it. It's much smaller and easier to carry around. These things here, they come off. That's how the lens really is. This is just a protector here that goes on. It's a shade, and it's also good to have these on your lenses because if you tap something, it won't hit the glass. And the bokeh is a beauty with the 1.8 lens. You get really nice fuzzed out backgrounds, like Omar says. Beauty bokeh, or bokeh, whatever you say. Shallow depth of field. Use a small f-stop and you'll get that nice shallow depth of field and you'll get the fuzziness. Brian Sparkman says the diff servo on the TRX4 stripped out yesterday. That's why I went for the sport model. You don't have all that stuff in it, but if you like the fancy shifting and stuff, you got to get the original version. Well, anyway, I used this DSLR on my last time out. I don't want to reveal what I did until I get the video going, but I used this lens here, the 1.8 50 millimeter prime lens, and I'm going to hope it works out good and you guys will like it, so I'm not going to give anything else out. I just put a picture up of something from it on my home page on the community tab. You'll see a picture of the blue Tamiya truck I had there. That's one of the photos, and that's the video I'm going to be doing. But I don't want to give it all out, but look forward to something totally different because I'm trying something new, and I hope you guys like it. Yeah, I got Honey Lulu's here. I got a few other guys here. If anyone wants a sticker, let me know. I'll send you mine. If anyone wants one, I figured out how to send them overseas now too, so it's pretty easy. What's it? Flying Z. Can I post a link to the shot I did with the same lens? You could, but I don't know if it'll let you on the chat. I don't know if they let you do links. I have 3 of them here. Filthy Co. This one's a beauty. I like when you ride this one, you'll be laughing your ass off. This Volkswagen van is so fun to see go. Check that out. That don't put a smile on your face when you're riding it. The stupid, crazy stuff this thing does. No RC will. And then I have this one here. Honey Lewis, that's the one I'm mailing. This one's a nice one. I like this one. I painted it pretty good. It has that color that changes in the sun. But be prepared if you guys get one of these vans. I'm telling you, the mask on all these windows around it and on the top, it's a lot. And these stickers, look, these are all stickers. The pinstripe. It's a pain to do, but once you're finished with it, it makes you feel real proud of yourself that you did this type of body. I got someone's in the mail today. Oh, Steve got a sticker in the mail without a return address. Tamiya, same thing. What's that vehicle in the back, Golden Maneuver? Which one? This one? That one? or that one? Yeah, I pointed to 3. This is a Gen 7, the Red Cat Gen 7. This one is that Flame Peace car I did the review on the last video. And this is the 4-wheel drive little monster truck. I did the wholesome one, the review on that. What's he saying? No tomato. That was mine. The morning public service announcement. Well, today I was out doing another video. Let me move these aside. Today I was out doing some footage for this one here because I'm going to upload a video for tomorrow. And I was kind of beating on it in this one spot. It was like moist, the rocks, and they had that the moss stuff on them, like that slippery stuff, and they were wet. And it was bouncing up and down when I was trying to get up the rocks. And all of a sudden the rear wheel stopped working. I was like, uh-oh. So I looked at it, and my drive shaft, it popped out. The ball, now it has a ball in it. The end popped off. So I had to go home, and you guys won't be able to see this. On the drive shaft, the end on it, how it has the U where the holes are in it, where the ball goes in. I had to build up on them 2 ear pieces that go like that. I built up some CA with some plastic filings on it and made it thicker so it don't open. If you want to check out what I did, you can see a picture of it if you go on my home page for the YouTube and you click on the community tab. I have a close-up of the drive shaft so you can see how I did it, what it looks like. Yeah, this thing's pretty neat. I did a lot of modifications to this one. I wish someone made, I don't know, maybe they do, I didn't check. Does anyone make any hop-up drive shafts for these yet, guys? You know of anything? Some aluminum ones would be sweet. He made me laugh. Omar made me laugh and I spit my gum right out of my mouth. Oh, God. Shen, what brand is the little green guy? This is the RGT Adventurer. Gold Maneuvers asking what brand. This is the RGT Adventurer. They make it now. This was the original version. Came with this radio. And I was doing some testing on this with a 1S LiPo. And I don't know, now they come out of the box with a better radio that's like a normal size instead of this little one. It's like a normal radio. It looks a lot better than this. But I don't know if it is, but it looks like a normal radio, so it fits your hand better. And then also they give you a 1S LiPo in here now, I think a 400 milliamp hour one. So that's good because it'll slow it down because out of the box it was really fast. Yeah, I did a lot of work on it. It looks exactly like a 1/10 scale. I'll take the lid off and show you. It looks exactly like a 1/10 scale. I think they make this one in 1/10 scale, the same company. FTX makes one, and so does the ECX companies. I got tape over here to hold my battery, and that's what I do. I put the battery here, and I put tape on it. But let me move that. Let me take it off. This looks just like a little real 1/10 scale. Has all the links and stuff. It's cool. Center gearbox. And it has front and rear LEDs, which is awesome too. RC Basher Boy's birthday. Happy birthday, brother. You getting old? I'm currently intoxicated by the wonderful smell of the new tires next to anyone else. Yeah, that smell when you open the box and the tires. Nothing beats that smell. It ain't gonna last long one time out. I got a package here. The guy sent me, I don't know if you guys remember, Model Nutty. He sent me this little car. So I was like, what the hell's that? I seen a box on the porch. I'm like, what the hell is that? I opened it up. It doesn't have nothing in there, no letter or nothing, but look at these. Look at these beauties he sent me. Model Nutty, if you see this, I appreciate it. He sent me these. These are like 1.9s, but they're like really tall, like 4.5 inches high. OD. He sent me these beauties, so it's always good to have extra tires. They ain't even glued on or nothing. I gotta glue them on. So they were never used. He told me they were, because I emailed him, I found out who it was. He told me he never used them because he ordered them and they were a little too big for what he has on his, for the size RC car he had. But thanks, Model Nutty. If you look at this, I appreciate you sending these out. More tires, the merrier. Trying to look at these comments. Why do you glue them? Honey Lou is asking, why do I glue them? Because they're on regular wheels that ain't bead locks, and you can see how easy they come off. They just fall right off. Look, if you're driving, that's what'll happen. You don't want that to happen. If you have crawlers, you want to glue them on really, really good. But if you have like these here, Honey Lulu, if you have like your Kong head like these, they don't really come off unless you make them really, really, really fast on these Tamiyas, most of them. What I do on these is I'll just put a dab of CA glue, like a little drop here, 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 and here, and I'll do it on the opposite side just to hold them on. That way, in case you ever want to take them off, you could get them off and still use your wheels and tires, or if you crack a rim, you could still get it off and use your tire and put a new wheel on there. Everyone here is talking about sniffing new kit tires. Put them on the TRX4. Drone Worship's in the house. What's up, brother? Thanks for stopping in. I'm pretty sure that toilet is not unsafe. Oh, God. Oh, God. You don't want that. Yeah, Honey Lulu. So if you got your Tamiya kits and you don't want them to come off, just put a couple little dabs of the CA glue. That's what I do on the Tamiyas. That way you can change them out. I don't glue any of my WRO. Omar says he doesn't glue his. I glue mine because sometimes I put a faster motor in and they spin sometimes and the wheel will spin inside them. So even if you just put one drop on the bottom, one on the top on each side's opposite, just so the wheels don't spin. My lunchbox spins with a sport tune. Yeah, when they spin inside, especially if you go through a little moisture, then you'll hear them slipping and this one here, Omar, this one has a 15-turn Arma motor in it. You said this one really boogies. Drone worship just passed 2 million. I think I have over 4 million something views on my channel. I have a lot of views, but I didn't get a lot of subs. Just because the beginning, I really didn't try to kind of get the subs. Flying Z says, I got those cool slicks for my lunchbox. Are you talking about them ones they sell on eBay? They have like paddle tires and slicks and stuff for these? Chevy Caprice is in the house. If anyone's out there that didn't hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up for me. I appreciate it. I do feel like watching a 4-hour shock. Steve's going to watch a 4-hour shock install. Basher Boy glues his Tamiya tires. If you make them crazy, like even anything over like the stock motor, some of the cars, the tires will come off or slip with the stock 540 motor. Like for an example, my hot shop, I think I put a faster motor in, but even stock, they were slipping on the wheels. So I put like 2 little dabs of CA on the top and bottom, away opposite side of each other. Then on the back, I did the opposite way like that. And that holds them from spinning because they spin on the wheels. Flying Z, yeah. I like the paddle tires they show. The paddle ones for them look cool too. Mike Moreno, I like your cars. Thanks a lot. I don't know if you could see this one here. This one's cool as hell. It's like one of my favorites. When you see this running and bouncing around, this one's so fun to drive that I didn't put the oil shocks on it because I liked the way it looked when it was bouncing because the body looks like it's like alive as character. So this one's cool. And then I got this one here. I don't know if all you guys seen it. This is my other body. Wild Willie. This is the Jeep. I have 2. I used to have 3. I had this one, a red one, and a yellow one. But I sold the yellow one and I kept this one and I switched the body and I have this and that. 3 different chassis. Yeah, when you get the dirt in the tires, it stinks. I ran this one. Let me see if I can get it down. Come on. Damn, it's stuck. Let me wait a second, guys. This one here. These guys see the video of this thing going that I did? This one, I went through so much mud, the whole thing was solid mud. You couldn't even see the paint on it or anything. But now there's like, I can feel there's like dry grit in the wheels when you turn them. Here, it's inside the wheels and you can't get them off. They don't glue the front tires on this one. But the rears, they glue on because I guess they figured, like I said, they'll slip in the wheel. But this was pretty fun. It looks real cool, this one here. They made it look nice looking. But anyway, this one took a torture. I killed this one. So it's waterproof, I know that for sure. It's probably gonna fall on my head now. RC Basher Boy makes perfect sense. Mike Morano. My dad had a Willy'S Jeep when I was young, and I had a Suzuki Santa when I was a little kid, learning how to drive. Well, I got both of them here. Now you know what to get for your next model. You got to get a Wild Willy or one of these if you don't have one already. Damn, I just lost 2 bids on a Creighton sold for 400 and the Outcast sold for 410. Oh, you're bidding on eBay? That stuff drives me nuts when I used to do that a lot. The Comical Grasshopper is a new chassis. It's there, but it's kind of like those. I think it's the same chassis, Steve. It just has different body mounts to put the body on. I don't think it's switched that much. It's still that same chassis with all the gears in it, like crazy gears. Wonder if anyone crawls the Wild. They have a 4x4 Wild Willy chassis. You could get that one and you could crawl it if you put like not these tires on it. You'll have to put like something like these bad boys on it. And then you could probably crawl it. All you have to do is lock the diffs. It's not going to crawl real good because it has a short wheelbase and it'll flip up. But I've seen guys do it and they took it in the woods and stuff. Hanzoso, I like your channel. Thanks. Thanks for stopping in. Know what's cool? I don't have it here, but the lunchbox. If you could get a lunchbox, I seen it done. The guys cut the body and lengthen it. Then they put it on a crawler and they have a 4x4 lunchbox and they use that in the woods for crawling. That looks like a beauty. Wait a minute. It looks like a beauty. It says it's a whole new chassis. I don't think it is. I think it's using the whole same gearbox and they just maybe they changed something. I don't know. Usually Tamiya doesn't change stuff that much. They kind of use all the same parts on different cars. One more. I wonder if they'll make the Hornet. That'll be awesome. Omar says, Omar, you think it's a new chassis or you just think that Comical Grasshopper is the same old thing? It's the same. Another park spin special. I've looked at the pics. That's what I thought. And you know, from building these Tamiya kits, you'll find parts and gears that are inside the CC01 used in like an on-road car, a different chassis. They use, it's kind of good because they don't have to make like gears and stuff. They reuse them from like different trucks and different applications. It's weird like that, Tamiya, how they do it. They recycle, Lulu says. When you're building a kit, after you build some of them, like a few of them, you'll be building a kit and you'll be like going to the gears and you'll be like, isn't that the gear from the CC01? Wonder which car will be the next. I hope they make the Hornet. I would rather have a Hornet than the Grasshopper. And they send parts you have. Yeah, honey, Lulu's right. On the parts trees, there'll be parts for another car on the tree that they give you for free. Isn't that for the Hornet, but it's in the Grasshopper box? Oh my, yeah, I hope they do the Hornet, or maybe, I don't know if they'll be able to do like the Frog. If they do like the Hot Shot and stuff, it'll be weird though. Imagine if they make them the four-wheel drive and they make the Hot Shot and the Super Shot and the Boomerang and everything out of them. They could do it. They can make a four-wheel drive one. Honey Lulu, I have a box of scattered with, yeah, with all different parts trees and you don't know what the hell they are. I have so many boxes filled with stuff, you go crazy. You could use some of them parts to make some nifty inventions, though. I think they're going to make comical four-wheel drive super hot shots and boomerangs and all that. That'd be awesome. That's the one. Tamiya's awesome. Tamiya's awesome, but the one bad thing I don't like about Tamiya is if you break one stupid little part, sometimes you have to buy this big piece of plastic parts trees that cost like expensive, like instead of just buying a part for a few bucks, you'll have to buy the whole tree. That's what kind of stinks. They should start selling separate parts, but they always just sell a parts tree and it's like expensive when you break something. Hi, I'm Omar. I'm a Tamiya addict. Steve uses the bushings, bearings for spacers. Yeah, all little projects with all them spacers. You can use them on anything. Yeah, filthy KRCs. You'd rather have the whole tree, but the problem is Tamiya's funny. They're kind of tricky. If it's a part that breaks all the time, they put it on a tree that you have to buy that don't have nothing else you could use hardly on it. And it's an expensive part, like the tree. That's what I found. I think they should make RC cars that look like old school. Yeah, this kind of looks like a stomper. That's why I like it, because when I was little, I used to like the stompers. This thing's pretty neat. I'm going to have a video of this one tomorrow, hopefully. I took it out just to get some footage. I popped the shaft. I had to fix it. During the RC talk, they were saying it's Steve, what are you talking about? The comical grasshoppers running on those lithium ion cells, you're saying? Omar, you got stompers? You got to make a video. I'd love to see them beauties in action. You got the nice spot with that nice, where you bring your RCs. Just put your camera down and get some close-ups of them running. They're awesome. I used to love those stompers. They were like the first scale truck 4x4s. Yeah, everything goes up. That old stuff when we were little kids on eBay. What did you pay for your Rustler? Yes, well, I just got mine today and paid tax. I paid 240, tax 370. Guess everyone's gonna be getting that 4x4 Rustler. They ever make a Jado anymore? Do they still even make that Jado one? Steve, we got a spammer here. You got the wrench? Take care of it. Basher boy, I had the Fighter GR. It's that DTO2 chassis. That one's pretty fun. I got that one in I think it's on the what the heck is that other one they used to have? The old one. I see I'm losing it, mold. I have a video running. I have another one. The Holiday Buggy. That was it. That chassis they re-released on there. They're fun buggies. They're pretty good. Honey Lulu, when are you going to take that beauty out for a test run? Yeah, the Fighting Buggy and the Sand Scorcher are the same. I like the DTO2 buggies. They're pretty cool and they're pretty tough. They work pretty good. Like the Holiday Buggy, the Sand Rover, the Viper, Sand Viper, and all those. The Fighter GR. Steve got them. Beauty. Yeah. This whole spring and summer was crappy, but a lot of rain. It's no good. Not sure if I want Turbo Scorpion versus Fighting Buggy. Really don't want to end up getting both. The Turbo Scorpion. I have the Scorpion. There's the poster. I don't have it high enough, but I have the Kyosho Scorpion's awesome. I built. It snowed today by you? Holy crap. I never took my trail trucks in the mountain in the snow on film. But maybe if this year, if it snows just an itty bitty, like a half inch or an inch, maybe I'll try going in the mountain in the snow with them. I think that'd be cool. I'll probably bust my ass because the trails have all rocks on them. So if they're covered with snow, you know how that goes. RC Basher Boy, will do. Oh no, that's thigh belt. At the end of rings. I seen it running a little bit. I said it looks nicer outside with the light on it. It looks like you can see the colors. They really pop. I like the driver's side with the big splashes of the colors you have on there. It reminds you of when you see a wall and they have all the colors on it with the art, like a cement wall they paint. Guys, hold on a second. I had this fan on over here and it shut off. It's getting hot in here with this LED light shining at me. Hold on a second. There you go. That's why I want to see it outside. It always looks nice when you get the cars like an overcast when you're filming. When the sun's out, it's like you get the glares and stuff. When you have overcast and you take the video of the cars, you can see them. They look a lot nicer, I think. But I tried using a polarizer one time. That works pretty good. RC Basher Boy says he hasn't run his Scorpion. I know how that feels. I think I didn't run mine in a long time either. A lot of people ask me, oh, when are you going to run that? When are you going to run this? I'm like, the reason why I don't run them, like some people make videos all the time. Like they'll make like 3 in a row of the same car, and then after a couple days they'll make more. It's because you got so many of them, you don't know which one to run anymore. And then it's like sometimes the guys will be like, oh, I didn't see your Scorpion in a long time. And you'll be like, oh, man, I feel like riding that Scorpion and giving it a drive. Poppy's RC Models in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, there's a lot of cars I have to run. I just can't get to run them all. Basher Boy got the Avante. He ain't going to run that one. Shen, you need to send me one of your fast attacks. Yeah, I got 2 fast attacks. I did one the box art, and then the other one I did the orange with the flat black hood on it. It looks really sharp with the black wheels. I got so many ones I want to run. I have them in my head, and by the time I want to run them, I can't run them. I think of another one. So it's like, you go nuts. I did want to try my Kyosho, what the hell was it? The Sandmaster. I didn't do a video of that one for ages. And then there's also the RC10 GT, the Nitro Classic one. I want to run that, and I haven't got around to doing it. Flying Z says the only car I won't run is his Vanquish. Thing got super brittle from being in the hot attic. Yeah, the plastic gets messed up. When they get old too, it dries out. There's oils in them. And when it dries out, they get brittle. If anyone wants one of my stickers, just hit me in the email on my home page on the YouTube channel. On the top in the picture, on the right side, you'll see my RC website email. You could click on that, or you could go like how you normally do it. And I'll send out one of my stickers or 2 of them if you want. I heard of boiling. Flies, yeah, you could, you don't have to boil it. If you boil it, if it's Tamiya plastic, it'll melt and get all twisty. But If you put it in like hot water from the tap, maybe what it does is it makes the plastic absorb some of the moisture back inside it. Supposedly works, but I think when you do it like with other nylon type parts, like the ones that don't get messed up from water boiling, works more. But you could give it a try. Put it in like a hot water from the sink for a while. Yeah, you can't boil the Tamiya plastics. That's ABS. They'll just shrivel up. I don't even have a Tamiya. I need one. I want a sticker, Steve. Hoppy's RC model. He doesn't have a Tamiya, but he wants my sticker. If you go on my screen name and click it and go to my home page, in the top photo on the right, there'll be a little link. It says my RC website and email. If you click on there, it'll go to my site. Then you can email me through that, and I'll send you out. If you want, I'll send you 2 of the stickers. Omar, what'd you do? Boil some ABS? Yeah, that's not a good idea. Maybe you can put it like I said in tap water that's hot. You put like hot water from the tap and just leave them soaking there for a while. It might do something, but you're welcome, Poppy's RC. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if you put on your plastic, if you always put something on there like that silicone spray all the time, maybe that keeps the moisture inside because it traps it inside. I have no plans of running my Avanti anytime soon. So much work, time, effort. Basher boy, if you ever built a Tamiya tank, they're like 50 million times more time consuming in the build than a normal RC car. And when you get them, you run them. You could run it, just go slow. Tanks are the funniest. They take forever to build the RC tanks, and then when you drive them, because they're so much like real models, all the plastic parts always break off. Steve O.D., talk to you later. Have fun eating some goodins. Yes, it would be nice if there was a method to restore plastic. Flying Z, that's what I was thinking. Maybe when you always coat the car's A-arms in plastics, maybe with like the silicone spray, maybe it holds the moisture in longer and it lasts longer. Who the heck knows? So our next buggy might be the top 4. Super Astute, maybe the... I don't know. Do you got a Kyosho yet? Filthy Co RC? Do you have any Kyosho like I don't know, one of these Scorpions is sweet. I run my Avani Freelane. It's a blast to run. Omar, I want to see running videos of the Stompers. Stompers in the desert. There's a new 6-sided from Tamiya. Brad Coleman. Yeah, I posted that up on my, if you go to my home page, the community tab, I posted a picture. Tamiya has a new 6x6 with a center transmission. I forget what the hell it was called. But anyway, I have a picture of it there, and we were talking about it. You should get a Kyosho Scorpion. They're awesome. Or like the bug version they got, or the newer one that the Turbo Scorpion has the bigger wheels on it, more modern tires. They're pretty good. Yeah, the Optima's cool now that they give you a belt drive with it. It works a lot better than the chain used to work. Well, they give you the chain, but you have the option to give you a belt with it also. You got to dig them out. You probably have to work on them. They're probably all like stale and crusty from. I hope you didn't leave the AA batteries in them. Flying, yeah, they give you the chain and the belt in the Optimas. Well, Filthy KRC, now's your chance. Try out the Kyosho. It's pretty nice. I like mine. Has all metal A-arms and stuff. It's cool. It's like from the old times. It's kind of like the Scorpion. It's kind of like the Tamiya Sand. What the hell is it called? The Baja Champ type with all the aluminum on it. The chassis. The Sand Scorcher has all them aluminum A-arms in the gearbox also, so it's kind of cool. I had one of these Kyoshos, very basic stadium truck. Have you looked at the Super Attitude? They're all nice. I like them all. Thanks. See you later, Honey Lou. Thanks for stopping in. Can't wait to see that rig in action. It looks awesome. You know it's awesome when I give you beauty on the comment. Sand Scorcher? That is like the most best fun, awesomest kit to, I always tell everyone, if you like building, get like a Sand Scorcher. Is awesome. It's like a work of art. It's so nice the way it is. Filthy Ghost says it's an honor to get the beauty. Yeah, the Kyoshos is nice, and the Tomahawk's nice. All the Kyoshos like that series are awesome. They're nice. But the Tamiya Sand Scorcher is nice also to build. It's like a work of art. I'm telling you, I built two of them. They're awesome. I say, who thinks Filthy Co should get a Scorpion type chassis next instead of a Tamiya? I say do it. Get a Kyosho Scorpion type chassis buggy. So many kits, so little time. All right, Omar, thanks for coming in. Just remember to dig out them stompers. You can send them to me. I'll fix them up and video them. Flying Z says the Turbo Scorpion is the best looking buggy ever. Out of the Kyoshos, I don't know. I like the original Scorpion. Looks meaner. Kyosho Optima's cool. Poppy's RC Models wants to try a Tamiya. What kind of Tamiya you like? A fun one or like one of these or something, or a lunchbox? Or something like the old 4x4s, like a Hot Shot's nice too. Filthy Car says the Schumacher. Yeah, they remade that one also. They're all cool kits, them old ones. They ain't gonna work like the new stuff out, but they're fun. They always put a smile on your face just to watch them go. It's kind of like looking at when you see one of them old Camaros, like the 60s and 70s and stuff, and then you see the new one. The old ones just look cool, but they don't work as good as the new ones. That's how Tamiyas are. But Tamiya makes weird cars like these. No one makes stuff like that. Muri used to make some weird stuff also, but Tamiya makes a lot of weird stuff. That's what's cool about it. Poppy's RC's. Yeah, that six-wheel drive one's cool. Which one you talking about? The newest one out with the center gearbox or the Kong head type? There's a new one they're coming out with. I forget the name of it. Aqua something shot or something. I forget what it's called. It's a six-wheel drive crawler they made, and it has a center gearbox like the crawlers do. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go on my home page and click on my community tab, and then if you scroll down, there'll be a picture of it. We were talking about it. Too many cars that are awesome. Yep. Too many cars and no more room. Filthy Car C says the newer DTO, what is it? The 303. Yeah, that's a nice buggy. Is that boxy silver truck? Yeah, it looks like a Blizzard kind of. You know what the Kyosho Blizzard body looks like? That's the new. It ain't the same, but it has like the cab in the back. It's like a 6x6 truck, and it has a center gearbox. It's meant, I guess they're gonna make it's like a crawler. Tamiya finally made something like a crawler trail rig. Yeah, just go to my home page, click the community tab, and you'll see the picture of it down there. Basher Boy says, if you want a simple build from Tamiya, look into the Grasshopper or Lunchbox. Yeah, they're fun. Or the Hornet, you want the extra power. Hope my new project works out. That I used my DSLR for this new project of a video I'm going to be doing. I hope it works because it was a lot of pain in the ass work to get what I did for this next video I'm going to do in the future. My back was killing me. So which one you like better? This one? This style? Or the Jeep? I'll tell you one thing though, the Wild Willy chassis with the Lexan bodies, they handle so much better. These Wild Willy bodies, they have all metal going for roll cage, and this is really thick. This is heavy as hell, this body. So it flips over a lot more easy than these do. These ones actually handle real good. Poppy's RC models. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, I got to put it together. It's something new. I never tried this before. All I'm telling you guys is it's a pain in the ass and a lot of work, and forget it. I hope it better work. Yeah, this one's pretty neat. Handle's really good because it's not that heavy. I have some running videos of this beauty here. Flying Z, did you lay down on a skateboard to try to get some shots? No, not a skateboard. Something totally different. It's gonna be different. You'll see. It's gonna be coming out. I have a picture up of what it's gonna be on my community tab on the home page. If you scroll down, there's a picture of a Tamiya blue truck, the Suzuki, and that's what it's gonna be about. But I'm trying something I never did. It's totally not even nothing like I ever did. So I hope it works, and I hope it works out pretty good and you guys like it. And if you do, I could try to do more, but it's a lot of work. Incarcerated prize at my axle hunch. One time I went up in the mountain. I had Basher Boy. One time I brought I think I have a video of it. I think it's called something Death. It's when I only had the what was it, the 4.6 something by 480 video. That's like the best they had back then. I went in the mountain with my a CC01 converted with a Blackfoot body on it. And I'm going through all the water, the trails, and all of a sudden I'm crawling. I see on the ground, I'm like, what the hell is this? I found an animal skull with like all bones, like I don't know how long it was there, but they were white, the bones, and I found it, and I was like, what the hell is this? I parked my rig next to it. I think I have a video. It's something Death, the title of it with the CC01. It's in the CC01 playlist. But that was weird. I found like this animal dead, like bone. And it was like, it looked like it might have been a deer. I don't know. Tamiya should remake everyone so that everyone may call using something. Where is the community link? I am on your PPR homepage. Flying Z, I'm talking about if you go on YouTube and you click on my screen name, it'll bring you to my home YouTube channel. It goes to a home YouTube page like my channel. And then on the top, there'll be like words. There'll be like, you'll see community, and you click on it and it goes in there. So like even if you search on YouTube, Shen RC, and you click on it, my screen name, and then in there, that's my home page for YouTube. Click on the community tab, and you'll see I post stuff up all the time, like pictures and all crap. Dylan Powell's in a half. Do you have the Traxxas X Max? No, I don't have it. I had the E-Max and the Summit and T-Maxes, and after them, they're kind of big, and I don't like the big stuff. It's hard to bring around, so I really didn't get anything after that was really big, except for my Kyosho Fox is the only thing I got, but that's a light truck. Them big X Maxes are a pain to bring around. For me, anyway, I don't like the big stuff. It's too big. Yeah, Basher Boy, check it out. It's in the CC01 playlist. It's a Blackfoot body on the. I think I have Swamper tires on it. The mud ones from RC 4-wheel drive, and it's a red Blackfoot body. And I took it up in the mountain on trails, and I found some dead animal bones. Flying Z, right on. You figured it out? That's good. Because I always put stuff on there all the time. I'll put some photos because I take pictures sometimes. Put little other things up there all the time. So it's like a little spot. I put like stuff up there that I don't put like on anything else. You just want to look in there every once in a while. Brad, love the Studio One. I love Brad. I love the Super Shot. I got mine. I got the re-release and I painted it and did it exactly the same way I did when I was a kid. That thing's a beauty. Filthy Car C, yeah. Those big ones are nice, but they're so heavy to bring around and stuff. I have a few videos of I had the big Summit, and I took that in the mountain. I had the Kawasaki edition. It was nice, sharp looking with the green. I had it for a while, and I said to myself, so big and like hard to bring like out places. I was like, eh. Dylan Powell, do you like Traxxas? Yeah, I had like a gazillion Stampedes. I had T-Maxes. I had the T-Max, the E-Max. I had the Summit. I had the Rustler. I had a Bandit. I probably had like 5 Stampedes. What else did I have? I got the new TRX4 Sport. So I like Traxxas. They're good. They make good, tough stuff. Oh, wait. I also had the Traxxas Mini Summit also. I had the Traxxas Alias quadcopter and then their little one they had. So I had a lot of Traxxas. I had a Nico growing up that was 4-wheel drive twin motors. I don't know what that one was. It might have been the one they made look like a little clodbuster. I think they made one that looked like a little clodbuster. Yeah, well, I always put pictures and stuff up there, so check it out once in a while, a community tab. Something different. Flying Z, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. And like I said before, if any of you guys didn't hit the thumbs up, hit that thumbs up. It helps me out, and I really appreciate the support. Take care. RC Palmer. Oh yeah, I had the E. I didn't have the E Revo. I also had the regular Nitro Revo. That was nice. That was a good one. Oh, I had a Nitro Stampede also. Filthy Co RC won't give Traxxas money after loss. Yeah, I don't really get no new. I don't have nothing new really from them. The only thing I couldn't not stop I had to buy is that TRX the 4 Sport. That's nice. You know what it is? Traxxas is a lot more money than like say if you get like the Stampede 4x4, it's like 300 for the brushed version, like 319, and the Arma 4x4 brushed version's only like 219, so it's $100 less, and it's just about the same, maybe better. I'd like it than the Stampede. PD Tech's in the house. Says, hey guys, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. I had an old Tamiya Super Saver. Yeah, that was nice. I like the Hot Shot. I got one of those, the re-release. There's videos on my channel of that one in action. RC Basher, on my Blackfoot, no, my Bigfoot Stampede, I put some Tamiya Klamba. Yeah. You got to make sure with that Basher boy. I don't know if you switched to pinion. I used to do that with not cloud size. I used to use the IMEX ones. They were pretty big. I used to put like a 12-tooth pinion gear on there because it could put a lot of heat on the motor because the gear ratio is not that meant for the big tires. Also, make sure you set up your slipper clutch too because them suckers put a lot of stress on the gearbox. Brad Coleman's asking, do I know about the Super S? I only seen photos of. If you guys want to, here, you guys listen up. I don't know if all you guys know about this, but if you guys want to learn and get everything Tamiya, go join TamiyaClub.com. I'm on there also. They have all the updates. Everyone on there. They have restoring like sections. They have re-release section. Coming out new classics 4x4s. They have a website, a forum, TamiyaClub.com. If you join it, you'll find everything out about Tamiya you'll ever want. And the guys on there are nice. They'll answer all your questions. Filthy Cardi, IMEX makes good monster. Yeah, I used to have them old ones. I forget what the hell they were called. They were 2.2s and they had the deep treads like monster trucks but curved. They looked a lot nicer looking than these standard types. I think they were like IMEX puller things or something. I forget what they were. And they were real squishy and soft. They were nice. Poppy's RC Models is asking, hey guys, where can I get some channel stickers made? I have a video on it. I got mine. I think it's called The Sticker Guy. It was good. You could send them anything you want and they'll make it for you. And they have a whole crap load of different, like see I picked this one here to shape. They have circles, they have different stuff. You could make your, like I made this design and I sent it to them to fit on this sticker. And it's really good. I have ones on the cars and they last long. They're vinyl. I think it's called The Sticker Guy. I have a video on it. I think it was one of my live videos or when I unboxed my stickers, there's a video. I think it's called The Sticker Guy. Filthy QRC. Yeah, they got more. The Tamiya kits got a lot more because they had that what's it, tariff, whatever tax thing for China and all them places now. You used to be able to get like a grasshopper for like $79. Now I think they're up like 40 or 50 more dollars, the kits. That's cool, Basher boy. What are you running in there? One of them Ghoul RC ones? They're actually pretty good. Their motors, the 540 size ones, they work pretty good. On the cheap, you get like for like $35, $40 the whole setup. You're welcome, Poppy's RC. He has a website, so if you search it, you'll find it. Filthy Co-RC says he just joined the Tamiya Club. Yeah, that site's awesome. They even have like, if you look on the, I think they have like a database that shows all the cars they made and stuff. And then they have like people's models of all the old ones and stuff, photos of them. It's awesome, that site. I'm running the Kinexis brushless combo. I never heard of that one before, but I have some weird name ones like Flies something and a couple other ones that I don't know, the names are weird, but they actually work pretty good, the brushless systems. Hey, Dad, RC's in the house. I've got a long list of Tamiyas I'd like to still get, but yeah, the new stuff. Yeah, the prices, there's so much on them now. I'm lucky my addiction, I had it when they were cheaper, the models, years and years ago, and I slowed down, so I don't really buy any Tamiyas that much. These new guys that just got into them nowadays are getting hit hard with the money increase. There's so much more money. $80 the combo. I got some of those cheap Ghoul RC $40 combos with the real 540 size motors. They work pretty good for cheap. You can put them in all the Tamiyas and everything and have a blast with them. I got some in my Tamiyas that the motors were like $25 and the ESCs were like 25, or the combo like 50. They work good as hell. You don't need nothing more. Brad Coleman says, do I remember the MRC trucks? They had two motors and were... You're talking about the MRC high roller. I remember that. I remember going through the magazine and you've seen that beauty with 4 shocks. And it was sealed and it floated on water. The chassis was like a boat, kind of. My friend had it, but to be honest with you, that MRC high roller, he said it was the biggest piece of crap. X311. MRC is Model Rectifier Corporation. They used to make a whole bunch of RC cars, and that's like now MRC. They don't make cars that much. They started making them again, but they used to make like kits, and now they make like the Super Brain chargers and all that for charging the batteries and model railroad stuff. Yeah, the Tamiyas are neat. Tamiyas are neat, but the prices went up. But when you break your Tamiya, you have to spend a lot to repair it because you have to buy a whole parts tray, the parts thing with all the different parts on it. Like if you need one little part, you'll have to buy a big thing like a model tray with all the things on it. It's expensive, a lot more money to upkeep a Tamiya than a regular model where you could just buy like A-arms if you break it or a carry or something. Jacob Seaman saying, hey Shen RC, I know this is off topic, but have you had any problems with your FiTech Fuel Command Center? Overheating, does it work well? I've been thinking about getting one for the Holly Sniper. Jacob, I modified mine. Mine never really got hot, but I used to measure the temperature was like 150 or more, so I guess that's hot. I modified it. I have a video on it. I made the fuel pass through it all the time and go back to the gas tank, and it keeps it cool like 110 degrees. But FiTech just came out with a new version, and it's working the same way I modified mine. They made it work like how I modified mine, and the fuel circulates through the fuel tank and back all the time. so it stays cool like the temperature of your fuel in your fuel tank. So if you're going to get one, get the new model they just came out with, or just go with the one you said, what was it, the Holly one you're using or something? You may want to go with the Holly. I think they make something. But the new Tech one is made like how I modified mine. Circulates the fuel through the whole system and keeps it cool. So I hope that helped you out. And while you're here, give the thumbs up for me. I appreciate it. Mine's working like a charm on my Z28 now. It runs like 110 degrees in the hottest, like 80 degrees, 85. It's running cool. I did a test on it also. You could see the video. Yeah, get the new one. It's already, you don't have to fuss with the old one and modify it. Just get the new one. It's a little taller and it stands straight up. It's better now. They had so many problems with it, they had to switch it. Brad Kerman, I hear Kyosho makes a turbo for nitro cars. Nitro cars? Yeah, there's companies that make like turbos and nitrous oxide things. You press a button. That's another thing I want to get out my nitro cars. I want to take out my RC10 GT and get a video of that old beauty. That one was like a fun, good as hell truck they had back then. Everyone wanted one of those. Basher boy, what's my favorite vehicle from Kyosho? Oh my god. The one that I've had the most fun with, and I had every one since they made the first, I love the Blizzard, the Kyosho Blizzard. I like the Blizzard. I had the original one, then the other version they made, now I have the other one. The Blizzard's fun. You can do anything with the Blizzard. Honey Lulu's back. The DN01 has caught my eye. Nope, I haven't built one. Poppy's RC model says the Mad Force. I forgot. I have the Kyosho Fox, which is pretty cool. The Mad Force is awesome. They ain't tough, like you can't bash the crap out of those ones, but they're fun to drive. They're like real torquey and stuff. And they're light as hell. For their size, they're so light. That's why they flip up in the air when you floor it. Basher boy, you could use the Blizzard on the dirt and stuff. I use mine all year round. I take it in the dirt. I almost felt like I was gonna try it to go up in the mountain with my Blizzard. I don't know about it. I'd have to be careful and watch the drive where, because it's so rocky at them big rocks, you'd have to like. Oh man, I used to have the Nitro Blizzard and it had a 2-speed in it. That was so awesome, the Nitro Blizzard. Heck, I even ran my Blizzard on the top of a pond. I don't know if you've seen that attempt. I put a styrofoam on the bottom of my Blizzard and I rode across the top of the pond with it. After doing that, I said, I'm never doing that again. I do have a video of it if you guys missed it. The blizzard walking on water. Oh yeah, Basher boy, you know how many times I want to get the beetle version of the scorpion just because it's a bug looks mean? One day I'll get it. One day. I'm surprised they didn't make like a bug for the Wild Willy, like a beetle on the Wild Willy would be cool, don't you think? Imagine when it flipped over because these always tumble. If this was a beetle, it would tumble right back on its wheels all the time. It'd probably be the most fun vehicle ever. Let me get you in here, Wild Willy. Your friends are all here. Beauty! Wild Willy's looking at this guy's beauty. Basher boy, I'll lend you my video. Yeah, I'll make a nice video of that beauty. Check out the wild Willy beauty. Poppy's RC models like the farm. Yeah, they make everything. That tractor thing. That was the weirdest one. I have to admit when that came out, I was like, oh my god. I'll lend you my Beetle, but it has a Spectrum remote. That's no problem. I got a Spectrum remote here. I just gotta bind it to it. Brad Coleman, how about the DB01 and the DB02? God, there's so many Tamiyas. They make like a buggy, then they adapt it to a four-wheel drive, or like they'll make like a on-road chassis, then they'll make it a rally, then they'll make it into a dune buggy. There's so many Tamiyas you could get. You could get the TT02 chassis on-road, like mine, the rally card, and you could get it in a buggy version. So you got three types for that chassis. Filthy Co RC says one is belt drive, the other is shaft drive. I'll tell you guys, I never liked belt drive. To me, shaft drive lasts and is much more durable. You could get more use out of it for repairing it. Is there any RC you've owned that no matter what, you just didn't like it? Hey, Dad RC's talking about me. Have you? Yeah, there's a lot of them. I just can't think of any new ones because I got so many now. But I remember in the old days, I never Kyosho. I had a few Kyoshos back in the old days, the old ones, but they always broke. And I used to be so mad. I hated Kyosho. I had the Kyosho Nitro like trucks, the old ones with the .09 engine on them. The Kyosho Ultima. They always broke. I hated them. but now they're much better now. But there's a lot of RC cars. Sometimes you get one and you think it's going to be good as anything, and you're disappointed and you wish you never bought it. Basher Boy hated the Mini Revo. I had the Mini Summit. That was alright, but I didn't drive it like with a lot of the how they could say you can max out the lipos in it. When you put the max lipos in those little things, those little trucks were flying so fast they were just gonna explode. That's why they break. If you just ran like a 2S or something or whatever the lower they said you could use, they were fine. But it's when you put the fast, made it fast with the extra voltage of the lipos, that was like killer. And little cars were speedy. Filthy QRC hated the Hamoto. Yeah, because all those names, them brands, you can't. They're not that good. They're not that good. The newer stuff, I don't know. They got a lot better. My brother-in-law used to always buy these China trucks back in the day. They used to break left and right. But the newer stuff, like these ones I reviewed and stuff, they're built way better than the old ones. The old China stuff from like 10 years ago, forget about it. They used to just destruct and break every time you went out and run them. Force RC, I don't know. I wouldn't bother with none of them name brands like that I don't know. Some of the cars, they're a little cheaper, but for like $50 more, you could get something way better. Yeah, the plastic they use explodes. You tap something wrong, the A-arm flies off. I've had no luck with the outbreak. Hey, Dad says he had no luck with the outbreak. What it does is in its name, hey, Dad. Out. Well, you take that off, what does it do? It breaks. I guess you found that out the hard way from your videos. Yeah, Basher Boy, a 3S LiPo is good. Once you start going crazy, I think I used to run mine with the two NIM packs also. They flew so fast it was ridiculous, them mini Traxxas cars. What do you expect them? You hit something, it's gonna explode. Filthy RC, I wouldn't buy Force RC, it's just rebranded him up. Yeah, a lot of those cars are all renamed from different things, but they're the same truck and they rename them. Like kind of like this one here, the RGT. This is the same as the FTX Outback, and it's the same as the ECX model. It's the same truck, but they all have different names. Outright breaks. Yeah, and the sad part about it is you think, oh, I'll save $75. I'll get this thing. That's what my brother-in-law used to do. I'll save $100. I'm telling him, no, get this, get the Traxxas, get the HPI or something. And he'd save like $100, and then we'd be running them together. He fixes it up all the time. He buys parts, tries to change it with normal brand parts like from Associated and put them on the other brand. Time he's doing it, he's spending triple the money to keep the other unknown name brand RC, costing more in the long run. Ford Fan 01 says he bought a WLP 116 truck, plugged it in, and it went up into smoke. Yeah, that's they should have tested that at the factory. Obviously, the guy didn't test it. That's the problem. They ain't like quality control. Like you'll find sometimes you'll get something and they'll have the parts loose. That's why every RC car you ever get ready to run, even these toy ones, I always say check all the nuts and bolts and screws because sometimes they're not even tight. You always got to do that with any ready to run car. Hoppy's RC models know anything about charisma? Never had one, but I see guys have them and they're supposedly they're all right. They're not like the other brands. They're like pretty good. Hilux from Tamiya, China. Brad, yeah, Brad, that Hilux, that one's probably worth getting. That's not that bad. You could always replace the parts with the Tamiya ones if you have to. Yeah, I see a lot of videos of Charisma cars and they're beating on them. So they seem to be pretty good, that brand. Even their crawler, I think they make some nice ones. You know what's funny? I started testing some of these RC cars like that GP Toys and stuff. They're not that bad. Sometimes, like I say in the video, the tires are a little not grippy as much as you would want. But you could probably put like a traction stuff on them. But the main thing is the cars are nice. They all got ball bearings. They got metal gears, a lot of them. They come out, they're pretty nice, but they have no oil-filled shocks. So I was emailing back and forth with the GP Toys, the company, and they asked me, they said, oh, what do you think would be an improvement? So I told them flat out, if you put oil shocks on all these types of RC cars you have like this, if you put oil shocks on them, I said, so many more people would buy them. They'd be happy with them so much more because that's the only thing a lot of people complain about these is they bounce around. I said, if you put oil shocks on all your cars, I told them they'll probably sell a lot more cars. So they forwarded it to the whole head of the company. And maybe, hopefully, if they start putting oil shocks on these, they'll be really good. Much better to run. So we'll see what happens. The day I see them come out with oil shocks, I'll be like, woohoo! Okay, Basher Boy, thanks for stopping in. It's getting late here. I've been on here for like almost 2 hours already, so probably going to be wrapping it up soon. That's my RCs in the house. Hit that like button, the thumbs up for me. Appreciate it. Later, Basher Boy. I got here? You're shutting it down. I'll stay on for a little longer. That's my RC. If you have any questions or anything to talk about with the guys, feel free. The reason I came on here was to talk about the Wild Willie type chassis cars, but mainly also a lot of guys keep asking me all the time about my camera. So I told them what I use because they always think I use a gimbal, and I told them this Firefly S7 is what I use, like this, and I go with the cars, and it has the stabilization. It works pretty damn good for the price, and it almost looks like when I use my gimbal. So 90% of the time I'll use this instead of the gimbal. So I went on and talked about that, and then I also came on Exomatics in the house. What's up? Hit the likes for me. And I also came on to talk about my new method of trying to do a video totally different than I ever did. It's going to be a future video. I tried using the DSLR with this 1.8 50mm prime lens, and I'm trying to do something 100% totally that I never tried, and it was hard work to do, so I hope it works out and these guys like it. And it'll be a future video of the Tamiya one I put on my home channel page in the community tab. If you go there, you could see the picture of the Suzuki Tamiya 4x4, and that's going to be the first attempt at this new video I'm doing for the first time. That's my RC. I must have issues on my notifications. That's YouTube for you. No, he's screwing everything. Yeah, I think there was a problem on YouTube with something like that. No one's getting notified, and even their subscriber accounts, like how much people you had, was low, and it was all messed up. Brad Killen, they are very fast. W told they made 137, 110. Yeah, they're pretty good. But like I said, if they just put oil shocks on them, they'd be really awesome. Yeah, I'll show you it up close there. This thing's awesome. Exomatic, you should get one of these. They're freaking awesome. They're so cool. See, Wild Willie's in it too. I don't know if he's Wild Willie's the driver. This thing's so cool looking. It's so freaking nice, this one here. It's a lot of work to paint it, Axiomatic, because they have all this windows on the side and on the top. You got to mask them all off, and there's a lot of little stickers on there, like pinstriping. But this is a hoot. I usually put oil shots on these, like this one and the one over here got the oil shots. But because this van body looks so cool running, I left the oil, I left the stock pogo stick shots on there. Because this one looks sweet when it's bouncing around. It's fun as hell. Get Wild Willie back in the picture. Yeah, Axiomatic, it's a beauty, this one. If you're going to build like a Wild Willie, the Wild Willie's nice, but the Wild Willie body is like a lead weight, and it makes it flip over easy. These Wild Willie chassis with these Lexan bodies, they handle the turns so much better. I could never do the Tamiya build-offs. That's my RC. Yeah, me too. I don't really buy a lot of Tamiyas. I was hooked on them, and I was building them like crazy. And I started doing the YouTube really heavy now, and it's like I can't even build all this stuff anymore. Full Gear RC videos is in the house. Hit that thumbs up for me, brother. I appreciate it. He was just running with JD Passel. Brad Kelman, isn't that 1/12 Scott? Yeah, I think these are 1/12 scale size. I don't know. I think they're just some weird scale. I don't even know what size they are. They're like really small, a wheelbase on them. Here, this is the 1/24 scale. Look at the wheelbase. So they're small. That's why they do the wheelies. Yeah, the Wild Willie's fun. But this bus here is pretty awesome. Thanks, Full Gear RC. I appreciate it. Red Cat, this one? Not yeah. I switched it out thanks to Axiomatic sent me these Axle Beauties wheels and tire set. They're the same size, maybe a hair taller than the stock ones. I don't know if you could see the tread on there. They're the ones that came on his blue Bronco or Blazer, whatever one it is. He sent them over, and I put them on here, and they grip a lot better than the stock ones, so I didn't get to try this yet. I got to try this because I modified a lot of stuff. I changed the angle of the front pumpkin. I changed the angle of the shocks like crazy so it's softer and twists much better now. And I got to try this one out. Another one on the list I have to run. There's too many I have to test out. Looks like the bus is the one. Yeah, this is awesome. Bus is a beauty. And it's got Wild Willie in there. That's a cool one. I love this thing. It's fun as hell to drive this one. Yeah, that's my RC, so I have a lot of stuff to test out. The WL toys I modified. Let me see right here. I get it. I'll show you guys. This one, it's got so many modifications done to it. It's crazy. Everything's switched on here. And I got to try it out. I did so much on this, and I just put these Oaxle rip saws on there, the 1.9s. And I switched the servo to a good heavy-duty Kyosho one there from the Fox. I cut the steering links. I changed the toe angle. I switched the caster by heating up the A-arms and twisting them so it's like more like straight with like barely any caster, so the wheels turn. Full radio, full quick run hobby wing, 1060 ESC with the drag brake. This thing, I have a feeling next time I go out, it's going to work like a real beauty. So there's a lot of work that went into this one here. Does that come with Wild Willie? Does what come with Wild Willie? Hey, how it going? Do you have a favorite brand, and what's your worst brand RC car in your opinion? Joe Moore's in the house. Thanks for stopping in, and he's asking what's my favorite and worst brand RC. I got a couple favorites. Tamiya, of course, is one of them because they're just awesome kits. No one makes nothing like this but Tamiya. I also like I like a lot of them. I like Associated. I used to have a lot of Associated. They're awesome. They're built really nice and for racing and handle good. Associated, I like the Kyoshos. Axle's good. I had one of those. I sold it. I like a lot of RCs. I can't name any bad ones. I like them all. They all have their quirks. You could work around and make them better. Like, for instance, this thing here, I made it better. But I don't know. I just don't like getting stuff that you spend a lot of money on, and it's not like them big trucks they make, the China ones, like the 1/8 scales and stuff. I would never spend a lot of money on something like that because even though it's good, if it is good, to get parts for them, it's hard to get parts. You have to order from overseas and it takes forever. So I kind of stick with RCs that I could get the parts for easy, like even at the hobby shops and stuff. So that's what I think about the RCs. Street Rover. I have a Street Rover. That's awesome. I have a video of it. Check it out. I have a couple videos of the Street Rover. New Ray. New Ray. What the hell's a New Ray? A New Bright. Only bad RC is the one you can't get parts for. Yeah, if you can't get parts for it easy, it's a bad RC. And some of them will break more than others, but I don't put nothing down. And also this, it depends on how much your budget is on RC. Of course, if you buy something cheaper like one of these, it's gonna break more than if you buy an expensive, like a better brand, but it's cheap and you have fun with it. New Bright's his favorite. Yeah, stuff like that. New Bright and all them ones in the stores, like in Toys R Us, they ain't no good. Why does New Bright make their RC cars so cheap? I think they are the worst. Although I still would scrap one for about, yeah, they're toys. They ain't nothing good. These ones like the WL toys and this one here, the Flame Peace one here, is they're like not like the ones in Toys R Us. They're a step above them and they're actually like semi hobby grade and you could work on them and stuff. And they have like bearings in them and crap. The ones in Toys R Us are just like toys, like the ones they sell, like those New Brights and all those. Stinky Three Shoes. Oh snap! Hey bro, lots of toys out tonight. Thanks for stopping in. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. That's what. Yeah, they make the funniest thing. Them toy ones make some really nice scale-looking bodies. I just put a video of the new Hellfire and they're pretty big, bigger than the first one. Let me put this sucker back, guys. I'm here holding it for nothing. After tonight's run, I need parts for my Traxxas. Bulgar RC says he needs parts for his Traxxas after he's running. Well, you're gonna start getting it. You're gonna get some RPM parts. You got to get some Traxxas RPM parts. That'll make it tougher. Stinky 3-shoes. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff out here. These are all the Wild Willy type chassis trucks. This is my RG, whatever the hell, one RGT 124th scale crawler. I showed some of these, like this thing here. I did the review on this one. A Flame Piece S916. That one was pretty good. I killed that thing. What about all the tiers? New bright car. All right, break it, fix it. What's up? Thanks for stopping in. Hit that thumbs up for me. I appreciate it. Feels like it's been for... Yeah, this is the first time I went live, probably since the last time you came on here. Buy it, break it, fix it. Three months ago, got an armor crate and the center diff leaked out after the first run. Yeah, that's the problem. Break-in silence, that's a problem with the ready-to-run trucks. It depends who put it together on the assembly line. Sometimes there'll be screws loose and everything. You always got to get your ready-to-run or whatever, no matter what it is, even if it's these cheap, like toy grade types. Check every bolt, every screw, check everything, because sometimes they're loose, they'll be half out. You got to check that. It depends. It depends who puts it together. Joe Morse asking about vintage re-release Traxxas. I don't know if you'll see them because they ain't like, to me anyway, they're not nothing special like have like the old Kyoshos wearing, the Tamiyas and the RC10. Some people probably would want them if they had them, but to me they weren't like as like collectible or something. So I don't know if the Traxxas will, they probably won't re-release none of that old stuff. Who knows, if they save the molds and everything, they might, but they're probably making so much money now they don't even care about making an old re-release. I think Tamiya had a lot of the molds. That's why they made these re-releases. And Kyosho, pointing at a Kyosho poster up here. I think Kyosho didn't have them. That's why they didn't do a lot of re-releases, and they have to re-scan an old model probably with a machine and remake all the parts again. Brad Cronin, you should do more live. You should tell RC sellers showcase Tamiya. Yeah, they'll probably never have a Tamiya on their show. Take care, Poppy's RC Models. Thanks for stopping in. Check out my homepage community tab and check out the RC sticker guy for your stickers. Oh yeah, I hate that RC. That ball diff is so much better in that Tamiya chassis. Just be easy on that thing. You're gonna blow that sucker up, the body and everything. That's my RC. Yeah, Axiomatic's working on that hauler. That thing's a big rig. Brake sign. Yeah, the RC10's awesome. I have a story about that RC10. When I was kids, me and my friend next door built a track in the woods. We used to always run like what was it? I had the Hornet and he had like the Frog and stuff. We used to run like lunch boxes on the track. You know how they bounce around and they're hard to drive. We both got the he got the RC10 kit first, and I built it for him. And we went on the track with it, and we were used to running our Hornets and stuff like that. When that RC10 went, it was butter smooth, and only the A arms went up and down, and it was like on a cushion of air. It was a million times superior than those Tamiya buggies. And then I got one, and that's why I always loved the RC10. Still to this day, the original RC10 handles pretty damn good near some of the newer buggies out there. It's still pretty good of a buggy off-road. Joe Moore, I used to have Bolink pan cars. I used to race the RC 10, 12Ls and then the 10Ls, the pan cars. Those things handled like champs. They were fun. Yeah, Axiomatic. You could just pick up a threaded rod at the not your hobby store, or at the hardware store, and make a link. It's probably stuck to one of your 540 motors. Thanks for stopping in. Buy it, break it, fix it. Take care. Come on, Steve. Give me one right now. Drop the B word. All right. This is for drone worship. Beauty. Did you see the video I did of this one, drone worship? The one you had? I put this thing through hell. The time I was done, the whole truck was solid mud. You couldn't even see the paint job. Worked pretty good though. They should, and everyone should make their own cars. Oh, Muri cars were awesome. I used to have a big bear. That thing was cool as hell. Trying to look at these comments here. Oh man, one more time. Yeah, bro, I stuck a 1/10 scale tires and shocks on it, and my Thrasher put through it. It was actually a beast until I broke it in half, hitting the ramps. Oh man, yeah, the chassis is stiff on it, but the A arms are pretty soft and flexible. It's cool that you could take the tires off and they actually have the normal hexes on them, so you can fit them on other wheels and stuff. Joe Moore wants more sub 100 kits to come on. No, it's a good kit, Joe. I put it together as that Amp MT. I think it's like 120 bucks or something now. It gives you everything: the radio, the electronics, the motor, the battery. You put it together yourself. For the price, it's pretty good, and you could upgrade it a lot because it comes with like, you could get their other upgrades for their better models that come with the better parts. You could switch everything. That kit, the Amp MT, was pretty good for a price. Steve D takes naps like a cat. And he was here before, and when I was here like an hour ago, Steve O was here. Bro, I promise I can handle 3S power. It's so much more fun. Yeah, drone worship. I actually think I didn't try it. If you charge this battery they give you in this thing here, if you charge it up with the charger, I think it might be a three cell lithium ion. So they charge up to LiPo specs anyway. So I think the end voltage might be 11 volts or so on it anyway. It's probably just a piece of crap battery that don't give it a lot of punch, can't supply the amps. So I got to charge it up and measure the voltage. Because usually 3 lithium ion cells is like a 3S when full charged. It's probably just doesn't draw the amps through it that the motor needs. Take care, Exomatic. Thanks for stopping in. Joe Moore, yeah, it's pretty good. I made mine brushless. I have a video of it, and I have some mods I did to it, like for the shocks to make it the suspension work better. You want to check that out. Yeah, drone worship, that's what it is. It may be the same voltage, this battery, when charged, but because it's such a small battery, it can't supply the motor with the amps. So if you put a 3S LiPo, it'll be the same voltage, but it can supply the amperage the motor wants, and it'll make you get more torque and more top-end speed because the voltage won't sag on the battery because it can supply the motor the amps it needs. So that's what I'm thinking. So that's probably why you could run the 3S. I got to charge it up and measure the voltage, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be close to the 11. I may be wrong. Who the hell knows? I don't think they're using NIM cells in here. I have to measure it and do a test. Okay, that's my RC. Thanks for stopping in. Filthy Co-RC. They did remake them manta ray too. Yeah, they made Tamiya, made all those old models. Can you charge LiPos in 15 minutes, Brad? Brad, you could charge them really fast if you get special ones. Like I had special ones, they said you could charge it at 5C rate. So say if it was a 1000 milliamp pack, 1C charge would be 1 amp. With a 5C charge rate, you could charge at 5 amps. So it would charge 5 times as fast as a normal LiPo would, or LiPo. I always say LiPo. LiPo would. But the bad thing about that is it ruins the packs more. Even if they say you could charge it at like 3C and everything, it's not good to do that because it just makes the packs not last long if they get ruined. Dude, connect the Dean's connector to it and smack. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do if I start tinkering around with this model here, drone worship. I was thinking of putting the Dean's on it because I was trying to figure out how that battery works, and they got all the jumpers and crap. That's like how they wire the batteries internally. They have it like screwed up. They have it on the outside for the car to work. Thanks for stopping in, Bulgar. I appreciate it. Joe Moore says his son wants the Kyosho tracker. I think that Kyosho tracker is the same as my Kyosho Sandmaster, but I think they changed it a little bit and put monster truck tires on it. Holy crap, I've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes, boys. I just connected the Dean's connector, drilled a hole through the top of the battery cover and stuck it through, and then Velcro through it. Yeah, you could do that easily on this one. There's pretty much a lot of room in there. I'm trying to get Drone Worship. I've been emailing back with the GP Toys company, and they've been forwarding to what I want them to upgrade on these cars they got here. And I keep telling them oil shocks. If you put oil shocks on them, that's the #1 complaint everyone has. If you put oil shocks on these cars, you'll sell a lot more. I told them, and they'll work so much better. So they forward it to the lead at GP Toys, and I hope it'd be awesome if they started putting oil shocks on these. They'd be so much better. I just left the switch to the yeah, you can leave the switch on and just plug the battery in. I do that Drone Worship with a lot of my crawlers and stuff because the switches and stuff. Sometimes I cut them off the ESCs and I solder the wires right together. For example, on my WL toys, I made like a crawler. I'll do that, and so I don't have to go in and try to get the switches on them. Hey, Dad RC. Yeah, I believe the Kyosho X, same as trying. Yeah, they're the same. That chassis is like real rubbery and like wobbly and loose. It's like really has a lot of play, that Sandmaster. The one thing I hated about it, the gear cover, I put foam around mine and sealed all the holes with goop glue. Always gets dirt and it messes up your gear. You gotta try to seal it up real good. Yeah, Drone Worship, you can make them all go fast and go crazy. You can get them. Yeah, eventually you're gonna blow them up. The magic smoke's gonna come out one time. You get some guys saying stuff like, "Oh, these bigger YouTube channels, they show the toy grade ones like this, and they hardly mess with them, and then they just put them away." It's not true. When you got all these R's, I kind of mess with them, and I'll make more videos and sometimes mod these things. But I got so many RC cars, I can't just keep making and fiddling with these toy grade ones, and like, you know what I mean? I got like 50 something RC car. I want to get out and make videos. I like making videos of the real hobby grade stuff and stuff. I'll tinker with these sometimes and mod them like I did the WL toys. But you can't spend all your channel time on these when you have like all these types of Tamiyas and everything. I do my best to get them running and show some mods and stuff, but I got so many here, I can't do that all the time. Joe Moore, do you still use brushed motors, and why don't brushless motors have those kick-ass stickers the brush motors came with? Joe Moore, tell you the truth, a lot of my cars still have brushed motors. There's nothing wrong with a brushed motor. I like them. And actually in the crawlers and all that stuff, I use the brushed motors because you could go underwater and stuff. You don't have to worry. You could tune them up, clean them out, buy another one for like $10 and put it in. So all these are my Tamiyas. All my Tamiyas, I have a few brushless ones. They're mostly brushed, and I'll put like a 20-turn motor in them, like my Clod Busters and all them. I think this one I put an ARMA 15-turn in there. This is crazy of a motor for this little thing. I think this one's got like a black tuned sport motor in there, Tamiya, and I think this one might have a 20-turn. Most of my Tamiyas and other RCs, I have the brushed stuff still in. I have brushless stuff, but most is the brush because I have a lot of Tamiyas. Yeah, everything I put the full ball bearings in. I've run Filthy Co RC says I run brushed on 3S. Yeah, the funniest thing, if you run a stock Tamiya 27 turn motor on the 3S, it gets a lot faster and the motor can handle 3S. It don't blow out. Drone Worship's asking, honestly, brother, the real views are going to come from modifying the toys because everybody wants to go cheap. Comes to RC, so mod the little toys and get views. Yeah, that's why I do some mods to, like, I did a couple, if you've seen the ones I reviewed, like the WL toys I made into a crawler and the other JGRC and a few other ones. I'll do some mods to them and run them and show them and stuff. But it kind of sucks. You can't just do that and have your old channel that when you really like doing like these Tamiyas and stuff. I love doing them. And going up the mountain with the trucks is fun. I'm starting to get more things to review, so I notice you do get a lot more people to look at it and stuff. I'll do the reviews and run them a couple times and mod them a little bit. I guess you got to do it because it's helping your channel. You ain't going to pass up the opportunity if someone says, like, they contact me, oh, you want to review this? So I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a go. So you got to try it out. So that's what I've been doing lately. Yeah, a Filthy Co RC, them little cheap Ghoul RC rebuildable brushed motors are good. Do you use Florian ball bearings? I had a TTO1 car with a 15-turn motor. Florian ball bearings? You talking about ball bearings or a motor? I use that Fast Eddie ball bearings all the time for most of mine. Joe Moore says, my son says hi. He is in 5 and he's into RC big time, and I'm very proud. Cool, I'll give him a shout out. Beauty! Check that one out. That's nice. Better than playing video games all the time. Drone Worship. I'm a bad influence because I get most of my stuff for free. So I just modify it, push it to the limit until it breaks. And then I throw it away or give it to somebody and then it starts all over. Yeah. That's what happened to me. I gave my neighbor that truck I reviewed, that what the hell was it? The Army truck I did the review on. She always sees all my RC cars, so I said, oh, I wrapped it up in something and I gave it to her and she was surprised. So she likes it. Made someone happy. I did a lot Drone Worship on this one. Let me get it real quick. Hold on, guys. This one here, Drone Worship, the WL toys. If you look at all my videos when I modified it on this thing here, I did so much crap to this thing. But I'll tell you, it's working real good. I didn't get to use it late. I modified the latest thing on it. You'll see in a video. I heated up the A-arms and I changed the caster on it to 0. I cut the steering rods and took the toe out. Used to be towed out like crazy. I took that out, made it straight, like zero, maybe a little hair toe out. I put a real servo in there, heavy duty. I put what else did I put? I locked all the diffs in it. I put a 540 crawler motor, an 80 turn one with a 12 tooth pinion. I put a real radio in it and a 1060 quick run ESC with a drag brake. And I just put these 1.90 axle rip saws on here. And now I didn't try it since I upgraded the front with the steering and the servo and the geometry and these new tires. So I have to test this one out, and I'm telling you the way it is, I think it's going to rip through that mountain like a champ. But I do modify them a lot, certain ones. Whenever you do not buy the McGruff. It's lasted for one session, and then it got water. Hey, that's funny, Drone Worship. Your McGruff got ruined. I took mine. If you look at my video, I went through water and mud and everything. Mine didn't get nothing wrong with it at all. It actually worked pretty good. You may have got a lemon. Check out my review on it, my running video. I put that thing through water, mud, everything. Jumped it, beat the crap on it. Maybe you got one that someone put together crappy, like we were talking about this before. Some of these RC cars, it depends. You could get a good one that someone put together right. Then you could get someone on the assembly line who didn't do it right, and then you end up breaking it. Hey, Dad RC, yeah. Brushless and a grasshopper equals a no. I think I put a 20 turn in mine, and I have to try. I put a 20 turn in my Mun grasshopper. That's another one I have to run. That's probably going to make it a lot faster to where it's going to be crazy. Never mind brushless power. That's insane. WL Toys needs to put full ball bearings in all their cars. I think every WL Toys I got so far had full ball bearings. Dude, I got water in the power switch, and then it never worked again. Power switch. Mine was, I'm telling you, Drone Worship, mine got water. I went right through the water and everything. It didn't get shit. Maybe something was messed up in it. Mine, put it this way, there was a puddles of water, and I was right running through it on purpose. Honestly though, man, I'm into boats and drones. They're so much more fun to me. I don't know why ripping through the sky 100 feet. Yeah, Drone Worship, to me, I'm the opposite. The drones, to me, it's like you fly one drone and they kind of are the same. You fly them and they're a little different, but there's so many different shapes and types of on-road cars, tanks, buggies, 4x4s, trucks. It's like you get more of a variety. I don't know. Boats are cool. I love my boats. I got to run them, and I didn't run them for like a year or two. And that big swamp buggy boat I got, that brushless one, is a freaking beauty. If you ever get one, I'm telling you, you're going to love that thing. Drone Worship, with that new laws passed, you ain't even going to be able to fly them anymore. I think they killed the drone hobby for like industrial use only they want. There should be lemon laws on RC cars. Drone worship, dude. That's why you got to get into that field. I'm not into that. I just don't like. To me, it's more fun for me to fly an airplane. It's more fun, or a helicopter for some reason than the drone. To me, it's maybe because it doesn't look cool looking. Like when you fly a helicopter, it looks cool, or an airplane. They're all different. They look cool. A drone looks like a drone, an X with propellers, and to me, yeah, I just don't get like the same feeling. I have more fun flying a little airplane. I just have more fun with the RC cars and the boats and the crawlers, modify them. The drones are alright, but like I said, to me, I have more fun if it wasn't always windy out. I used to like to fly the little airplanes and stuff, the 3-channel ones, and the helicopters. They're fun. They're just because they look different. They just don't all look the same. Like the drones all look the same. But I guess when you're flying with the glasses and stuff, it's like a different experience. But I don't know. Joe Moore. All right, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you stopping in. It's late here, 2 hours and 32 minutes on here. If you want to see what I talked about with the cameras and the way I use my camera, the Action Pro camera, like this, for my videos, I don't use a gimbal 95% of the time because guys thought I did. You'll see how I use and what camera. Check that out in the beginning. And also, like I said, I'm making a new type of video I never did before on the channel. It's going to be in the future video, so I hope it works out and you guys like it. You could get some info on that on my homepage. If you click on my community tab, you'll see a blue Tamiya truck, and that's what's going to be in this new project I'm going to try for the first time. So check it out. Yeah, I know, drone worship. I didn't even fly my Spark by just the screen only. I just keep it in the eyesight. Take care, Joe. I use some of the motors from Tamiya, but I find you could get other ones that are like half the price that work just as fast and good for like 10, 20, $15 when Tamiya has them for like 60. So I don't really bother with a lot of the Tamiya motors. Drone worship, ain't they gonna make the law where you can't even fly them like that anymore unless you're in like a special spot and you have someone with you? I'll tell you, I almost feel like selling my drone because of all these laws. Are you gonna be able to still fly anywhere if you're looking at your drone, or is it all these new laws making you not be able to fly your drone if you go real far and use like the monitor? Yeah, who the heck knows? I'm not really into the drones a lot like that. Drones ain't my first priority. The heck, I have that Spark drone. I ordered it, pre-ordered it when it first came out. I only flew it, I think, 12 times. I charged each battery like 6 times each. So that's how much I use the drones. Goggles. I probably can't even fly it with the goggles. I ain't that good at it. The drone will be like in the dirt. Oops, I hit a tree. I'm sorry. Filthy cars. Yeah, I like the helicopters. I had one of the real ones. They were hard to fly. I gave up and I got the dual bar ones with the 2 props on the top. You can fly them, but these new ones they have now with the one blade supposedly fly with a gyro. They're a lot easier, kind of like a drone. So I always think of getting one just to try it out again, but I never did. But they're supposed to be much easier to fly now. Yeah, drone worship. That's how I used to be with mountain bike and riding and doing the freestyling on the quarter pipe and stuff. Adrenaline junkie. I used to do crazy, insane stuff on bikes, like the guys you see on TV. And also with the cars going fast, your real cars give you the adrenaline. But drones, I just don't do it. I'm not a drone man. They're cool, but I never get into it, and that's probably why. And I got into the little ones, flying them around and whipping them around. When I get good at it, then I don't fly them for a long time, and I get so rusty at it. It's like you gotta learn again. Yeah, like I said, I flied some of them little ones and like the alias and stuff like that, and whip them around. The GPS ones just are easier to fly, a lot easier. But like I said, I never got into it. Just don't do nothing for me. It's kind of like a see one drone, see them all kind of deal. That's what it is to me. They all are the same. But I know what you're saying. When you fly with the thing, it's probably awesome. But I never just want to get into it because I never learned to fly really good, like a pro at it, like how I drive these. Because I ain't into it, I don't get into it. You should change your name to FPV man. FPV man. Anyway, man, I'm beat. I've been on here for 2 hours and 39 minutes, guys. I'm gonna cut this short now. It's been fun talking with you all. I'm gonna cut this short. Take care, guys. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate everyone who stopped in and the support. Without all your support, it makes me so much better to get out and do stuff. I appreciate all the comments on my videos and everything. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Beauty. See you next time. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Take care, brothers. See you later.